Asheville. Like a beautiful woman. A woman who has it all. On paper, everything you're looking for. Everything you've ever wanted. But for some reason, you don't love her. I'll try to make it make sense. You see, this is how Asheville made me feel. I mean, if cities were people, there's no doubt Asheville would be a woman, the same as how Cincinnati would be a man. Maybe this is why my wife connected with Asheville from the first moment we arrived, as if she saw an old friend. And I didn't. In no way am I saying Asheville is a bad place, or somewhere I wouldn't recommend you visit. It's just funny. I mean, I love walking downtown. I really appreciate art. I appreciate what someone can do with their hands, or with their mind. I love interesting food. Different food. I love the outdoors and what hasn't changed. It's a feeling, or a lack of a feeling, that's hard to articulate. Asheville is unique, no doubt. Maybe the incomparable nature of the city is why I was so unsure of my feelings towards her when we first met. It wasn't like the coldness of tall buildings you'd find somewhere much newer, or the harsh, peeling skin of somewhere much older. It was something different, something I had never felt before. It was interesting. We arrived in Asheville and checked into the Downtown Inn, which is right where you'd expect it, downtown. Not a fancy hotel, but a prime location for a fair price. Sketchy elevator, but a nice view. A 1-minute walk back from the bars, so no complaints. Well, before we got into any of that, there were many things to do and much to eat. Asheville has over 120 restaurants with several James Beard winners mixed in. In a good way, the food scene felt small, the restaurants intimate. Nowhere we ate felt like we were at a place. Instead, everywhere felt like you were at the place. The chef's place. Where they wanted you to be. Not just eating their food, but experiencing their creation. Plant was our favorite of these individual places. A high-end vegan restaurant featuring a plant-based charcuterie board and grilled beets topped with balsamic and horseradish. Beautiful food. Gorgeous food. It's fitting too. Vegan food is very much the vibe of Asheville. Eco-friendly kitchens, Subarus, and denim jackets. The per capita Reddit posts are probably much higher in Asheville than anywhere south of it. As expected with this crowd, downtown felt like a collection of art galleries separated by the street musicians between them. Street art isn't something considered taboo here either. High-quality work filled the otherwise dim alleys. The street art and art galleries are very symbolic of Asheville and what it is. Bright colors splashed along the sides of pale blue and gray mountains. It's a great way of understanding Asheville. Head into those mountains, and you'll see the deep contrast that Asheville has to offer. The Blue Ridge Parkway, for example, a road so scenic that it itself is considered a national park. For 469 miles, it lazily meanders through the mountains from northern Virginia down past Asheville towards Tennessee. The mountains layered in rows over the horizon in fading shades of blue. Back in the city, it doesn't end with art and food. I've enjoyed a lot of pinball in my day, and I've played with good players too. Whether at a small arcade or on machines in a private collection. When you ask around, the Asheville Pinball Museum always comes up. A maze of flashing lights, arcade games, and retro collectibles. This museum is more than a simple room of nostalgia. It's deep and full of character. I mean, the whole city is full of character, really. Novelties and personalities, reaching through shop doors, grabbing for your attention. Later, as the blue fades off the mountainsides and the sun sets, there's still plenty to be done. New Belgium Brewing, born in Colorado, and after 25 years, opened their second location here in Asheville. This is more than your typical local brewery. A mega compound, capable of brewing over 500,000 barrels of beer every year. The star of the show, Fat Tire. I drank Guinness from the Guinness factory in Dublin, and even compared to that, I've never had a beer so good straight from the source. So much better than I knew it. Sweet, rich, easy. Fat Tire alone justifies the 133,000 square feet that make up this place. And I'll tell you what, I'd go back just for one more glass. I tried on a jacket, looked at a few shirts, and we headed back downtown. Along Patton Avenue, just near the downtown inn, were several good ways to spend a few hours. Jack of the Wood stood out that night. A packed Irish pub with live music. The locals were open, welcoming, and it didn't take long to strike up a few conversations about their home. It was in this moment, between sips of beer, as I was talking to our new friends, that I saw Asheville. I saw her for the woman that she was. Food beyond tradition. Art galleries selling vintage soda. An old man dancing to a band draped in flannel. She was beautiful. She had it all. The thing is, I never drove a Subaru, and I wouldn't actually wear this jacket. You see, it wasn't Asheville that didn't fit from the beginning. It was me. There's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with me. We are just different. That's why, if this city was a woman, I could never fall in love with her. But man, I think she was beautiful.